Okay, very good, princess. So the setting in the story, the setting in the sentence is forest. Okay, so example. These are other examples of setting. So forest, kingdom, ocean, and mountain. So these are some, or this could be a setting in the story. Did you get it, class? Okay, so let's proceed with let's proceed on the conflict. Okay, so who can read what is conflict, class? Anna. Okay, very good. So conflict is the problem of the story. In literature and film, conflict is a clash between two opposing forces that creates the narrative thread for a story. Conflict occurs when the main character struggles with either an external conflict or an internal conflict. So, when we say conflict, it refers to the problem of the story. So, for example, Anna loves Jacob, but their parents doesn't allow them or is not allowed their relationship because Jacob is, or shall I say, Jacob was born from a rich family while Anna was born in a poor family. So, class, what do you think is the conflict and or what do you think is the conflict on that? Okay, very good. So, their parents. So, um, Anna, uh, Anna and Jacob loves each other, but their social status is different from each other because Jacob was born from rich family while Anna was born from a poor family. That's why their parents doesn't allow, or the parents of Jacob doesn't allow his relationship with Anna. Okay, so did you get what conflict is, class? Okay, very good. So, for application, we are going to have an activity for today. What you are going to do, class, we will be reading a short story. This short story is one of my favorite because its moral is really related, or many students could relate with the moral of this story. Okay, so are you ready, class? Okay, let's begin now. So, direction. Read the story of, what title of the story that we are going to read, class? Can you please read, class? Okay, so the title of the story that we are going to read is The Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf. Okay, so let's begin now. Okay, so The Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf. Okay, so once upon a time, there were three little pigs, and the time came for them to leave home and seek their fortunes. Before they left, their mother told them, "Whatever you do, do it the best that you can because that's the way to get along in the world." The first little pig built his house out of straw because it was the easiest thing to do. The second little pig built his house out of sticks. This was a little bit stronger than a straw house. While the third little pig decided to build his house out of bricks. Okay. So, what uh, what does the three little pigs did, class? Okay, very good. So they decided to leave their mother's home, and then after they left, they decided to build their own houses. So what does the first little pig did, or what kind of house did the first pig build? Okay, very good. So the first pig decided to build a house made of straw. How about the second pig? He built his house out of what? Okay, very good. So he built his house out of sticks. So the house of second pig is stronger than a straw house. However, the third little pig built his house using what? Okay, very good, class. So the third little pig built his house out of bricks. So when we say bricks, it's a type of, or it is stronger than a straw or a stick. So anyone who will build his house using using materials or using brick materials will be or will have a strong foundation of house. Okay, so let's um, let's discover what happened after that. Okay, so one night the big bad wolf, who dearly loves to eat fat little piggies, came along and saw the first little pig in his house of straw. He said, let me in, little pig, or I'll huff and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, said the little pig. But of course, the wolf did blow the house in and ate the first little pig. The wolf then came to the house of sticks. Let me in, little pig, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, said by the second little pig. But the wolf blew that house in too, and ate the second little pig. The wolf then came to the house of bricks. Let me in, cried the wolf, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin, said the pigs. Well, the wolf huffed and puffed, but he could not blow down that brick house. But the wolf was a sly old wolf, and he climbed up on the roof to look for a way into the brick house. The little pig saw the wolf climb up on the roof and lit a roaring fire in the fireplace, and placed on it a large kettle of water. When the wolf finally found the hole in the chimney, he crawled down and splash right into the kettle of water. And that was the end of his troubles with the big bad wolf. The next day, the little pig invited his mother over. She said, "You see, it is just as I told you. The way to get along in the world is to do things as well as you can." Fortunately for that little pig, he learned that lesson, and he just lived happily ever after. Okay, so how could you or how do you feel about the story that we have read, class? Yes, Amber. Sad. Why sad? Why do you feel sad, Amber? Okay, so you feel sad because the two little pigs died because they were eaten by the wolf. Okay, so how about you, princess? What do you feel about the story that we have read? Inspired. Okay, so why do you think, or why do you say uh, that you are inspired? Okay, very good. So you're inspired because you you can relate to the third little pig because you like to put effort and hard work in everything that you do. Okay, very good, princess. That's an excellent answer. Okay, so what we are going to do next is to identify the elements of the story. So, what again are the different elements of the short story, class? Okay, so first is character, second, setting, third, plot, fourth, conflict, fifth, moral of the story. Okay, so those five elements, we are going to identify those five elements of short story using the story that we have read. Okay, so first, who are the characters in the story? Yes, princess. Okay, very good. So the characters in the story are the three little pigs and the big bad wolf. Okay. So, who are the good characters in the story? Is it the three little pigs or the big bad wolf? Jessa. Okay, so the good character in the story is the three little pigs, while the bad character in the story is the big bad wolf. Okay, very good, class. Next, where is the setting of the story? Okay, so based from what we have said earlier, based from what we have discussed earlier, what again is the setting? Okay, so the setting refers to the place where the story happens. Okay, so where is the setting of the story? Or where the story of Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf happened? Yes, Cyril. Okay, very good. So, the setting happens in the lovely woodland. Okay, so woodland. When we say woodland, it is more like a forest. So these are examples, or this is a picture or a photo of woodland. Okay, so in order for you to be familiar what woodland is, okay, so it is similar with a forest in which there are a lot of trees and grass, and you can really build your home. Okay, so what is the plot of the story? What is the plot of the story, class? Okay. Anna. Okay, very good. So the plot of the story is when starts or begins with the three little pigs decided to leave their mother's house, and then after that, the three little pigs decided to build their own houses, and then the first pig decided to build his house out of straw, while the second pig made a house out of sticks, and then the third little pig decided to use brick materials to build his house. Then after that, one day, a hungry wolf or a hungry bad wolf came or passed along their houses. And then the wolf tried to enter the houses of the three little pigs. The wolf was able to destroy the houses of the first and second little pig, which is their houses is built with straw and sticks, because the materials used in their houses are very light, and that's why the wolf was able to destroy their houses and be able to eat the two little pigs, while the third little pig was able to survive from the wolf because his house was was very strong, or has a very strong foundation, because it is built with bricks, and the wolf wasn't able to destroy his house. Okay. So what is the conflict of the story? What do you think is the problem of the story, class? Okay, very good. So the problem in the story is the two little pigs, they decided to build their houses using light materials, not knowing that they can, or that they will be more prone, or it will be dangerous for them, and their houses will be destroyed easily by someone who wants to do bad with them. Okay. So, in the three little pigs, the conflict is that the big bad wolf wants to get inside the pigs' homes to eat them. The wolf tells the pigs to open up and let him in, or he will blow their houses. Okay. So next this is the last part, in which what is the moral of the story, class? Okay. What do you think is the moral of the story, or the lessons, the lesson that the story is trying to teach us, class? Okay, very good. So the lesson of the lesson, or the moral of the story, is it tries to teach us that hard work pays off. So in order for us to have a better result, we should give, or we should give our efforts and hard works in everything that we do, because hard work pays off. Okay. The primary moral lesson learned from the three little pigs is that hard work and dedication pays off. The first two pigs quickly built homes in order to have more free time to play. But the third pig labored in the construction of his house and bricks. Okay. So, is all clear? Is everything clear with class? Did you get the moral of the story? Okay. So, may I ask you a question, class? If you can relate yourself to with the three little pigs, who do you think you are with the among the three little pigs, and why? Yes, Amber. Okay, very good. So, Amber said that if he will relate or compare himself with the three little pigs, he will be the third little pig, because he always give effort and hard work in everything that he do. For example, he exert effort and he puts hard work in studying, so he may get a high grades. Okay, so Did you really understand? Did you really understand the lessons, class? Okay, very good. So, for your evaluation, we are going to have a quiz in order to assess if you really learned something from our discussion. So, first, fill in the blank. Before we begin, I would like everyone, or I would like to request everyone to get a one whole sheet of paper. Okay. Raise your hand once you already have a paper. Okay, so I think everyone has already a paper. So let's proceed with the evaluation. Okay, so first quiz is fill in the blank. Direction. Answer the following questions in column A by choosing the correct answer in column B. Okay, so you're going to answer the questions in column A by choosing the correct answer in column B. Write your answers on your paper. Okay, so once you can raise your hand once you are done answering. So we can proceed to the second part of your quiz. Okay, is it clear, class? Okay, very good. So you can now start answering your quiz. Okay, so I think everyone is already done answering the first part of your quiz. So let's proceed now with the second part. So here in second part, it is enumeration, direction. Give 3 moral values that you can learn from the story of the 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf. So there's a lot of there's a lot of lessons that you can learn from the story that we have read earlier. Okay, so kindly give at least 3 moral values that you can learn from from the story that we have read. Okay, so again, raise your hands or pencils if once you are done answering, so we can proceed to the next part of your quiz. Okay, is it clear, class? Okay. Okay, so I think everyone is already done with the second part. So let's proceed now with the last part of your quiz. So the last part of your quiz is essay, direction. Make an essay about putting yourself in the situation of the 3 little pigs. If you are one of them, who among the little pigs you can relate yourself and why? So, write an essay about or a reflection paper. If you will be comparing yourself with the 3 little pigs, who among you with the 3 little pigs you can relate yourself and why? Okay, so for example, okay, so, sorry, this is an evaluation. Okay, class. Okay, is it clear, class? Okay, so once again, raise your hands once you are done answering. Okay, is it clear, class? Okay, so you may now begin. Okay, so I think everyone is finished answering the evaluation or the quiz. You may now pass your papers, class. At the count of 5, once your paper is not here, it will not be accepted anymore. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so all papers are here, right? Okay, so very good, class. So do you have any questions, class, about what we have discussed about our topic? Okay, is there any clarifications about our topic? Did you really understand well what we have been discussed? Okay, so what again are the different elements of short story? Okay, character, setting, plot, conflict, and moral of the story. Okay, so when we say characters, they are the one who performs the action in the story. The setting refers to the place or it refers to the place where the story happens. So and the plot is refers to the sequence of events. Okay, and then conflict is defined as the problem of the story. And lastly, moral refers to the lesson that the story is trying to teach us. Okay. So, if you don't have any question, let's proceed with your homework. Their homework. Okay. So for your homework, please read in advance the story of The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. Okay. So, do you have any questions, class? Any clarifications? You can copy your assignment in your notebook, or you can take a photo of it. Okay, so make sure that you will have an assignment to submit next meeting because it will be recorded. Okay, did you get it, class? Okay, so if you don't have any questions or clarifications, that's all for our discussion for today. I hope you have learned something from our discussion, class. Okay, see you next meeting. Goodbye, class.